good morning. Another day, another devotions for today. So, ang topic natin for today is all about sons of God. So, ang tanong, kung may plano ba ang Diyos, may plano din ang kaaway? So, malalaman natin yan sa ating devotion for today. So, ano ibig sabihin ng sons of God? Tandaan natin, meron lang isang son of God. And that is after the Lord Jesus Christ. Sa Bible, meron din tinatawag na sons of God, plural. Ito ay tumutukoy sa mga anghel sa kalangitan, sa trono ng Diyos. Meron din mga assembly or mga sons of God. Hindi sila mga anak ng Diyos in a sense na parang tayo. Tayo po kasi ay adopted sons of God na basically inampun tayo at binigyan tayo ng posisyon ng katulad sa Panginoong Jesucristo. That's why we are very special. The sons of God is a scriptures often refers to angels, highlighting the role as created being to serve God. Unlike Christ, they are not sons, they are creatures under the divine authority. It is possible to a fallen angel to once called sons of God. So, dati yung mga demons, dati sa mga sons of God, they are originally belongs to God's heavenly host. Their rebellion transformed them from ministering the Spirit into enemies of God, contrasting the former glory of God. Ruin. So, sabi dito sa Job chapter 1 verse 6, now that there is a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. So dumating ang araw na ang mga anak ng Diyos ay humarap kay Yahweh at naroon din si Satanas. So possible, yung mga sons of God, they are angels that they represent themselves to God at marahil meron silang kagustuhan na hindi nila nagawa, pero konti lang talaga yung alam natin patungkol sa langit, diba? Sobrang konti lang talaga, and masasabi natin it's a whole new world, it's a new dimensions na merong iba't ibang nangyayari, kaganapan doon, because they have their own events agenda na iba sa aktibidad natin, and they representing themselves to God and even Satan's. So we are not really sure what happened to them, diba? So, pero sabi ng Bible scholars, they are holy angels, and then Satan's kasama nila. Maybe they have their own agenda why nangyari yun. So, sons of God are angels who serve God. And that is designations that created by God para mag-serve sa Kanya. So, they were ministering spirits. Nilikha sila ng Diyos. Part of their duty is to serve the people of God, serve the church. At nagpapadala ang Diyos ng angels. Of course, nangyayari yan sa spiritual universe or spiritual realm. And one thing for sure is merong battle sa physical realm, sa physical na mundo. It also has a battle sa spiritual realm. May digmaan din na nagaganap sa spiritual realidad. So, kung paano yung mga bansa nag-aaway, may mga hiluan. So, there are also spiritual powers behind that. Bakit nangyayari na may mga patayan, may mga war, behind the evil that happens dito sa mundo. So, in the sense of God, they are the holy angels. It's a spiritual realm. They are commanded by God to serve the Iglesia, the people of Christ, to fulfill the duty, like since si Michael, si Archangel, si Gabriel, but patungkol yun sa si Gabriel, example, patungkol sa kapanganakan ng ating Panginoon Jesus, nandun siya. No? So, there is a time na yung mga tao like Lot, may pinadala na angel para may inutos ang Diyos, diba? So, there is a story in the Bible na nagsasan ang Diyos ng angel. Like yung isang anghel na tinulungan ng Diyos, tinulungan ng anghel yung isang bayan para matulungan sila, at isang angel lang nakatayan thousands of soldiers na gustong kumuha sa bayan na yun. So, ang ganda ng position ng angels, diba? Kapiling nila yung Diyos. Pero meron mga anghel na inabandon nila yung position nila. And sabi dito sa 2 Peter chapter 2 na Jude muna, and the angels who did not give their positions of authority but abandoned their proper dwelling, this has kept in darkness, bound to everlasting change for judges of the great day. So, ang mga anghel na hindi nag-ingat ng kanilang sariling katungkulan, kundi iniwan ang kanilang sariling tirahan. So, yan, probably yung positions or yung tirahan nila sila at nagrebelde sila. And like what happened also to Satan, na Satan's deceived the angels at sinama niya sa pagrebelde. So, ito yung mga angels, ng mga fallen angels na to ay ginapos niya sa tanikalang walang hanggan, sa pinakamalalim na diliman, hanggang sa paghukom sa dakilang araw. So, may mga fallen angels, mga demons na kumikilos dito sa ating mundo, but at the same time, may mga fallen angels yung mga nakatali na. Katulad ng sinabi dito is ginapos na, waiting na for judgment day. And even Satan waiting for judgment day. So, on the other hand, marami pa rin mga demons na nakakawala, and they're still deceiving people, influencing people. And number 3, Satan is the leader of the angelic rebels. Alam natin na nasa Book of Revelations that or some ang Satan nila is si Satan, yung mga rebellion angels. So Satan also have a kingdom, and apparently they are binubuo ng mga fallen angels. And sabi sa 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 4, for God did not spare their angels when they have sinned, yung nakasala yung mga anghel na rebelde, but send them to hell, putting them into shame of darkness to be held for judgment. So, sapagkat hindi pinatawad ng Diyos sa mga anghel na nagkasala sila, kundi ay sila ay inilagay sa impyerno. Yung sinasabing impyerno dito is Tartaro. Hindi siya talagang impyerno pa. It's a place of torment pa, at nilagyan ng mga talikala. Nakatali na sila ng kadiliman upang ingatan hanggang sa paghukom. So, nakatali sila doon na waiting for the final judgment. So, that is the status of the fallen angel. So, sons of God, that also is created to serve God, and there is a fallen angel led by Satan's na mga fallen angel. So, let us treasure the privileged position that we have given by Christ, na tayo ay niligtas na ng Diyos sa pamamagitan ng ating Panginoong Jesucristo, and we have to treasure the positions that we have, at napakalaking karangalan na maglingkod sa Diyos. Satan didn't see that for some reason nagrebelde siya, but tayo, it's a privilege to serve the Lord Jesus Christ, at wala nang mas magandang opportunity na